Welcome to the update of the AHDB Beef and Lamb Board. We met in the middle of May and we looked at various topics. We also get together the day before in various groups prior to the board meeting. One is the finance group, and the finance group basically meets so we can understand better and explain to levy payers better how your money is spent on beef and lamb. Also that afternoon, the Research and Development Committee also met, looking at their future programmes. The Research and Development Committee last year published a report about all the R&D that they are doing. They are publishing a new one soon. So look on the website for last year's, because those projects last a number of years. But it's very exciting to hear about the new projects looking at genetic traits in cattle feed and their intake. We met Richard Laverick to discuss how research and development is going across all AHDB and how that information gets to you, the levy payers. That was a very interesting discussion and is an important part of what we do at AHDB. At the board meeting, as normal, we discussed how the levy is being spent, what we're doing, and overall strategies. But we focused on a few areas. We looked in detail and a good discussion on how we explain to the consumer how red meat can be part of their everyday healthy diet, bearing in mind the new guidelines that's coming out, and how we educate people and explain to people how they can use beef and lamb easily and successfully at home. The other areas we looked at was Phil Hadley's just recently returned from Australia looking at their meat standards over there. Phil Hadley is a global supply chain development manager, and his interest is really about meat quality and eating quality around the world and how we can learn from that. From that discussion, we looked at the quality standard mark. The quality standard mark, which you've no doubt have seen around your retailers and so on, is about the quality hanging of meat and about how long cattle are hung for and lambs are processed and so on, to make sure there's consumer satisfaction. And we discussed about how possibly we could progress that in the future, perhaps to a higher level of standard, especially around certain cuts. Later that meeting, Clive Brown came in. Clive Brown is our head of Beef and Lamb Knowledge Exchange, i.e. all the work we do here, how we get it out to you, the levy payers, so you can use the tools we develop to enhance your businesses and make more money. Clive's team work around the regions at shows, on-farm events. We also run progressive groups where the number one rule is you're a positive person, and the idea of those groups is to extend the knowledge of people. Some of the areas we also looked at, understanding how our industry works, is around Stocktake. So there's discussion around Stocktake, how farmers can use it better, how we need to develop it in the future to reflect what we do on farms, and how we use modern computer systems on farms to extract data and use that as part of our business development on farm, and how we merge that data with Stocktake. This is, with margins so small, understanding where and how we spend our money is crucial. AHDB also supports the Nuffield Scholar Scholarship, and this year we're looking for a new person. So look on our website for details of how to apply if you wish to. It's really important to all the board members that we communicate with you, the levy payers, throughout the whole year, where it's at shows and so on. But we want to do more. So this coming new year, will there be 4 regional meetings which you can come to see and understand and ask questions to members of the board and myself about how your levy is spent promoting, developing and making farms more profitable using your money. Thank you very much.